Hey everybody, before we start with the review, I want to tell you something. I came out here on the porch and look what I found. I know what it is. I ordered it a long time ago, but look. I get my peaches down in Georgia. No, but in all seriousness, I did order Georgia peaches a couple of months ago. Oh shoot, this bird is not happy I'm too close to its nest, but I'll move. So I am happy they came. So now we'll start. I get my peaches down in Georgia. I get my review for philosophy from Chris McCord, yeah. But anyway, we'll start with the review now. I don't know, I'm just not, I think I lost my mojo somewhere, didn't I? This is weird, but all right, we'll get started. Anyway, all right, so I'm looking at the review sheet, which, is on the Talon course content here. So, all right, review for exam 1 online version. Define the term philosophy and explain its relationship to other areas of thought. Well, that other areas of thought business was in the video: religion, morality, and science. And the definition of philosophy is it's the one discipline that questions our most fundamental assumptions. And so what it's really going to say is, know the Asante video, and there is a question on that, and gosh, I'm talking too much. But anyway, with the Asante video, the question's going to be, well, what's his point with that video? And there's like 3 things that are just kind of absurd. And then there's the one real thing. What he's really driving at in that video is that courses like the one you're taking now are too, they used to, in the 90s, we called it Eurocentric, but now, just biased, I guess you would say, toward overly white European materials. All right. Be able to explain or list the main branches of philosophy. Well, there's epistemology's theory of knowledge. There's only a couple, so look those up. Only a couple of them are not as intuitive. Let's see. General deductive arguments. There's the video. Binky is a frog. Remember that one? That's the general deductive argument. Be able to explain the problem of evil as well as some common solutions to the problem, if you know what the problem of evil is. Dostoevsky's examples of the problem in the excerpt from the Brothers Karamazov. So I never know if it's Brothers Karamazov or Brothers Karamazov, but either way, it sounds delicious. But in any case, it's dumb. But I've lost my mojo, baby. I really have. But anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I might have a fake answer. Which one of these really was in Brothers Karamazov, or which one wasn't? Then there's a fake answer in there. So you really want to have looked at that. You don't have to memorize. Of course, it's open book, open note, so it's all good. No, but let's see. Be able to give the free will defense in the objection. Oh, remember the big objection. This will help you. It's on the test. The big objection Mackey gives is that for the free will defense is that if God's really all-powerful, he could have made us free, but without the pain and suffering. We could have still been free. What's the difference between natural and moral evil? Well, you guys can look that up. That's in the section on problem of evil. Why is natural evil more problematic for free will defense? Well, you remember that, I bet, that it just doesn't seem connected with human free choice. So why would God have these evils, be the idea? Logical and evidential problem of evil, or what's the difference between those two? Well, the logical problem of evil says that it's logically impossible that God exists, but the evidential problem of evil says that it's just unlikely. It's possible there's a God, but it's unlikely. Rowe's case of the fawn. I bet you know that one. Oh my God. Sorry. There's no way I could wait. Oh, it's delicious. I wish I could share it with you, no joke, because they're so good. Well, anyway, Mackey's main objection to theodicies that claim to solve the problem of evil, be able to give... Okay, let's start. I'll clip this. Explain William Rowe's Case of the fawn. What does he think it shows? Well, remember, Roe's case of the fawn is meant to show that there's some pain and suffering that just is inexplicable by any theodicy. It looks bad for the existence of God, he thinks. That's delicious. What is Mackey's main objection to theodicies that claim to solve the problem of evil? I'm going to be able to give examples. Well, I'm going to go to the one that I happen to know is on the test because I made it. He's testing us. The problem with that, why would God be testing us if he's all-knowing? He already knows whether you have faith or not. So, he doesn't need to test you. I have to test you because I don't know what you know. But God doesn't. What is the persistence over time problem of personal identity? Hopefully you know that. The body hypothesis, the objection to it, old, young Chris McCord issue, all that's in that video, A Case of Mistaken Personal Identity. Explain the memory hypothesis, the objection to it. You guys were just writing on the chat about that. The example of Ethan and Rainbow Six Siege, and it's in the video too. What's Parfit's argument against an enduring, well, the main thing you need to know, of course, is that Parfit doesn't think there is an enduring self. And how does he argue for that? It's the split brain case that we've been talking about. After his confession, how does Chris try to turn over a new leaf? At the end of the video, day man and night man, that's in the 1,000-word reading. Give an example of Parfit's split brain case. What's it supposed to prove? What happens in the video, The Miracle? What's Hume's main argument against testimonial evidence for miracles? Oh, I left one out, and it's the one about modus ponens, modus tollens, affirming the consequent, denying the antecedent. There's only one question on that, but you'll be given a case and asked to identify which is it. Is it modus tollens, modus ponens, the good guys, or is it one of the formal fallacies, affirming the consequent or denying the antecedent? And, I'll show you something. Here's how, when I was your age and in my intro to philosophy, I memorized what the two formal fallacies were. So look at this. It's like AC/DC, only it's ACDA, but that just helped me keep it in mind. So, back then I just had to memorize it, but you guys are so into tattoos, you could just get a tattoo, AC with a lightning bolt, DA, and then that would solve it. Just got time, I guess. I don't know how long you have to wait to get a tattoo, but anyway. All right. So, that was the one I left out. Now, about writing the essay, it's going to be about a 5-paragraph essay. If you follow the a mosquito. If you follow the instructions, then that should get you in good shape. First, use an attention getter to draw in your reader. Have you ever thought about whether you're the same person as that baby or whatever? Use something. Then give your precise thesis. In this paper, I will argue that there is an enduring self over time, even though Parfit says there isn't one. Or in this paper, I will argue that there's not an enduring self over time. Paragraph 2. Define technical or ambiguous terms you use. In other words, anything you need to explain, philosophy terms. So you might say, before we begin, let me explain what the problem of personal identity is. Okay, or something like that, So Paragraph 3, make an argument to support your thesis. Now, this is where you make up your own argument, and I'm strongly encouraging you to either make it a general deductive argument, modus ponens, or modus tollens. Don't make it one of the formal fallacies, because that would be it's not be good. There's no reason to do that, because it's just like shooting fish in a barrel. So try to make the best argument you can. That's the idea. And so There's some instructions on how you might do that, of some detailed examples. Remember, you don't have to write on personal identity. You've got a few choices on the topics. It can be personal identity, problem of evil, testimonial evidence for miracles. Okay, those are the 3 topics. Then, last but not least, the last 2 paragraphs, well, the last 2 paragraphs before the conclusion paragraph, you'll give an objection to your own argument, the best objection you can think of someone could make to your own argument, and then respond to that objection. And then finally, you'll do a conclusion paragraph. Just say, in this paper, here's what I've done. So, before we call it a day here, let's summarize what we did. I got my peaches down in Georgia. I kind of made this bird mad, yeah. I did the review from my front porch, yeah. I actually am against legalizing marijuana because I got 2 kids. Hey, I got my mojo back. Not really.